everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features one of the best offenses in the NFL. The Browns rank in the top 10 in total offense, and they go up against the Falcons defense that will need to be at its best.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Here's Ryan to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds Coleman. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big game there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now receiver in motion left. On second down, Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9, 5.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude. Let's go. 190. 190. Ohio, flex round.
Play action now. Kaiser. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. What? Ohio.
And the play clock's running down. 2nd down, Kaiser. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the interception, here's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back near his goal line, Kaiser. This one complete to Devin Funchess. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. On the screen, this is Coleman. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. The first down screen pass, good for 5. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
On play action, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Duke Riley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
They go play action. Kaiser, flush to his right. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Kaiser now from the 50. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Kaiser. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On first down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Ryan on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. That one goes for 24 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Shrugs him off. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Here we go.
Following the interception, Kaiser. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's third and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Let's go. Flex round. Let's go. Flex 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Ryan. Dancing to his left. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And incomplete on the deep ball. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one. Has that happened to you before? No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, here's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up. No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points. Here's Ryan. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here. Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it. He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down. Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer,
I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Play clock winding down. To throw is Kaiser. He's going to fight. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Coleman now. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Kaiser now on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Here's Kaiser. They'll roll him out right. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down following the run. Kaiser to throw it. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They will run again with Coleman. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Kaiser now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And it's up and good. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Sammy Coates now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Black Ohio. Ohio. Black Brown. Black Brown. Ohio. Ohio. Black Brown. Black Brown.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Shift together here from the D-line. In motion, the tight end. They'll toss it to Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Kaiser. Being chased out left. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On 3rd down, Ryan escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ohio.
They run the counter now on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Time running out here on the play clock. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Coleman, the man in motion left. They toss to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Coleman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. In motion left goes Jones. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In motion right is Jones. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing now is Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. One last shot for Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Back on day 1, they said they were capable of winning 10 games this year. They said that in this locker room. They were right. This makes it an even 10.
And typically, if you win 10, it puts you right in the hunt for the playoffs. It doesn't ensure it, but 10 wins, an excellent goal for any team before a season.